Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Round. What are we, 15 already? We got 3 of these left.
That's crazy.
We're headed to Foxborough.
Yeah.
Fast Freddie Noren's calling in today.
That's good. I can't wait to hear from him.
It's going to be a good show. We got some good polls, too. So, also, congrats to Gunny. Gunny, if you're watching today, his jersey was sent out. I sent it out today. Yep.
That's a high-demand jersey.
But keep the memes coming. Also, I was looking at the Trainiacs group. It's going to be hard to catch the guy leading that one. He's like ranked 90th or something overall.
I don't know. I kind of gave up, dude. It sucks. Wanted that jersey.
Yeah.
Maybe I get a pity jersey from Trey. We'll have to reach out.
Speaking of, I saw him in Atlanta.
I heard he was there.
He was.
I'm upset he didn't let me know he was going first.
Somebody asked me here. Let's see. Somebody asked me what bike I'm currently riding. If you did, ask me again so I can see who did it. Anyway, how's everyone doing? We got Foxborough coming up. We've got a lot to talk about because the big talking point going to be today is what is Eli Tomac going to do? 53-point lead.
If you go off the history, he looks like he ain't trying too hard for the win.
All he has to do is finish with Anderson behind him, and he is the 22 champion.
Yeah, if Denver was this round, I think he wraps it up 100%.
I don't know. Do you think, though,
if Anderson's running second, he's running third,
yeah,
you just cruise that baby in. It's party time in Denver.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, though. I was like, does he purposely not win it in Foxborough so he can wrap it up in Denver?
I don't think purposely.
But ideally, he'd probably think it would be cool to win this title in Denver.
I would want to if I was him, yeah.
All he has to do is finish the next 2 races somewhere in the top 10, and he does it in Denver.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it wouldn't be a bad thing.
Does Tomac push to beat Anderson? You know what? My opinion right now is yes.
I clicked no.
Where you clicked no? Here's my well, okay, we'll talk more about it here when we get there. But if we do results from going back to last week, it was Anderson. I had the wrong.
Aquatic silent. Better not be licking his wounds.
Yeah.
That was a rough one for Marv.
Yeah, but he won.
Did Marv send Aquatic his glove? Dude, we should facilitate that. Reach out, bro. Reach out.
Oh, my gosh. Look at Jason Alderson says Tomac wrap up the championship this weekend, and then he sits in the booth wearing the gold crown.
That would be a boss move, dude.
That would be if he just showed. Remember Plessinger showed up with his Trojan hat
yeah,
thing on or whatever that
sweet.
Thing was. Have Tomac just wear a crown after he's won it.
Plessinger's back riding, too.
Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about, Curtis. Tomac hits it hard this weekend so he can relax the last 2. But what's cool, though, is either way, come to Salt Lake, Tomac will have won this title pending something disastrous happening, and he has nothing to lose. So I feel like we're going to see a Tomac who just wants to win some cash and set records and go after that win. Go after that. What is he? He's chasing down Chad Reed right now, or is Carmichael next?
It's Chad Reed, and he actually said in the post-race conference in Atlanta that if he wraps it up, he's still going to go for wins. He said, why not? I've got nothing else to lose.
Exactly. It means we're going to get a good show in Salt Lake.
I think that was the talk before he almost wadded it up a few times, chasing Anderson.
Yeah,
that
but
might have changed something.
he passed him and then got passed back, and then he made that mistake, but he's still pushing hard.
He was, yeah, but after that, he wasn't really.
I'm just saying, Tomac of old ain't going to get second place in Atlanta with that big of a point because, well, he just hasn't had that weirdo race yet, so it's been nice.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not wanting to blow my brains
I'm not
out.
saying I don't want him to win, but I do think it'd be cool if he win it in Denver. And the last 2 rounds, he hasn't won, and
It's true. I agree with you.
so something's different, you know.
But, all right, well, let's get into it here. So, injuries, we still got the same guys. Ferrandis, AC, Savacci, Josh Hill, Max Anstey, Ken Roxon, Dean Wilson, Aaron Plessinger, Shane McElrath. So, a lot of guys out, but you know what that means? That just paves the way for these privateers like Freddie Noren, who got a career best of 11th last weekend.
Yeah.
And then, wild card's 13th this week?
Even ex-privateer Chisholm, dude, getting like an 8.
Dude, he's crushing it. But is he going to race a 250 since he's on the East Coast? Because they didn't have him race Atlanta because they had a bike on the track. But we're going to Foxborough where they don't have a 250 rider, so we'll have to check on that. But either way, Chiz is better than
13th.
13th.
Yeah.
So, there's Ethan, dude. Ethan's probably more of a fanboy of Brees than Aquatic is of Marv. I don't know if you guys have noticed
That'd be a
but
good battle.
Ethan here, yeah, you guys should.
He's been repping Brees from the start, dude, to his credit.
Yes, dude. Hey, he's who got me Brees's contact, so shout out for that.
About that.
Track trends. Have you looked at the track? So I went back and watched Foxborough. We have a highlight. Josh, maybe throw that up here. Does anyone remember this? Tomac passes Marv clean, and a few seconds later, you remember this?
Yeah.
And then we have 2 good sound bites. Oh,
that's when he just throws his hands up.
those 2 are so far out. Look at that track. Look how bad it broke down.
Give him a thumbs up, dude.
Here's the thing, though. Those 2 were so far ahead in that race.
Drops his grip.
They were so far ahead in that race that Tomac had time to give a thumbs up, slowly walk to his motorcycle. Then Barcia comes around and runs over his bike and rips out of his hands. And he still got up and finished in second place.
Yeah.
That was Brayton getting lapped.
I forgot about the grip drop, dude.
And then Marv, like on the podium, or not the podium, but the post race, he doesn't know what to say. So what does he do? He throws Osborne under the bus, and then he's like, well, Josh Grant at Vegas, was doing it. It's like, so we could talk about this all day. It's like, Marv,
I remember that.
What does Josh Grant have to do with you just grenading Tomac in this corner?
What I've learned in life, people, just own up to it and move on. When you start making excuses, it just gets worse.
That race got some of our best sound bites. We do have this one.
Why not just keep blasting people?
Those are the post race, and then also Anderson.
I'm just listening to this over here. I'm chilling.
Oh yeah, that was legendary, dude.
Oh my gosh, it was. Anyway,
what's crazy though is I watched that. Like, given the takeouts that have happened this year, that one doesn't even look that bad.
No,
like honestly, I feel like the takeouts have gotten worse in some ways.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been pretty wild, but I think. Anyway, all right, so that's what we're going back to is Foxborough, and it is a day race. Last week we had a lot of rollovers.
Not a ton, but more than normal.
Right? So make sure either hit the notification on the website, you can add it to your calendar, or just set a reminder, whatever you got to do. What time do the races start on Saturday?
3 p.m. Eastern. So
same time.
Yeah, I'm just saying put your picks in now to be safe, and then, if something crazy happens to qualifying, you get a weird vibe, you can change it up later. But don't get caught with the rollover because the wild card's so different. You're basically giving up a spot.
Yeah, that's why the web plate was hidden there. It's because Josh had to throw the number plates at me 5 seconds before we started. All right, so let's show them the track map, though, because we got it up here. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with. Looks like a good track layout. Long rhythm lanes.
Decent-sized start.
Good whoop section.
Yeah.
It's just gnarly, like this track. Anderson even said, I was watching the post-race conference after the last race we had there, and Anderson, there was a triple that they would do and then like into a sand section. Mm-hmm. Anderson said it was so sketchy that the last 5 laps, he would double the triple and then jump into the sand section because he wanted nothing to do with that landing.
Wow.
So
no sand now.
Yeah, no sand. But I just feel like, and that's another reason too, Tomac, to me, I have him to win this weekend. Just because he's so calculated. Marv could be a standout pick, too.
This is a Marv-looking track,
This is a track that I feel like can just really jump up and bite you because of how nasty it gets. And with Anderson just making more mistakes this year.
And Sexton.
Even though I have him in third right now.
Look at that. on the
What?
top lane. Like, what is that? A little double into? Is that like a dragon's back?
No, it's.
What is
I
that?
watched the actual like animated track map, and they just kind of. It looks like through 3 whoops,
3 or 4 whoops
right in the middle of a rhythm lane.
That's weird.
Indifferent.
That's cool.
That'd be good though. It looks like a good track layout, and hopefully they don't change it. Did you see the difference in Atlanta's racetrack to the track map?
No.
I looked back at it this
Kind
weekend.
of changed it up a bit.
Dude, the start's going the other direction. Like nothing on that track map was there on Saturday.
Maybe Mother Nature had a say in that.
Dude, I don't know, but it's like, don't give us a track map and have me all excited, and then you just completely change it on me.
It was still good.
No, it was still good,
round.
but I just don't know why they did that. Anyway, maybe it was last year's track map and they didn't have another one.
Everybody's saying Aquatic wants that glove. I want that grip.
Hey, Rich, yeah, I'm not pumping up 23 because what happened? I eat dirt twice at Atlanta. I pick him to win. I feel like a genius like I did at A1, and he does it again to me. He crashes in the lead. A1, he wasn't in the lead, but what was the other race he crashed in the lead? Was that Oakland?
Every race he's been in the lead, he's crashed.
I know. Most perfect form to crash. I don't know. Okay, anyway, here we go. Let's get into some stats here. Let's start talking about it. Best starters in the game. Best starting average still goes to Jason Anderson.
Yeah. It hasn't changed up too much. I mean, that one hurt Marvin. He was second before last week.
But, yeah, I mean, 4.3 for Anderson. Sexton just behind. Tomac, barely over a half spot away from that. Marv, yeah, he had a great start going, but they don't count these till after the first lap's complete.
Yep. It looks like the top 7 are really close every round. I mean, Tomac might be running away with the championship, but picks are tough still.
No, they are. Like, because Barcia and Mookie are like a battle for that 4th or 5th spot right now. Mm-hmm. Webb is back. I think surprised more people. Me, I didn't put him in my top 5. He got 4th.
Should have known.
Yeah, he's a gangster. But anyway, so those are your starters. Barcia's starting average here does not reflect how well he's done the past few races, and we'll talk about that.
Since we've gone east, he's improved a ton. So
Yep.
he was up in the 9-something average start not too long ago.
Oh, man. Okay, Bogle, whole shot. I don't know.
Benny's getting in there now.
Oh, by the way, Josh, the track map from last weekend, throw that up there real quick. Someone pointed this out. Kind of interesting. Yeah, do we have the track map from Atlanta? Okay, he's working on it. But there is more bikes, more Suzukis on the track in Atlanta than Kawasaki's.
That's crazy.
When was the last time that happened?
Probably not in a long time.
I'm just saying, look at that. He's going to throw it up here in just a second. One Kawasaki.
Yeah, the lap chart. That's
Lap chart. Look at that. 3 Suzukis. 1 Kawasaki.
I'm colorblind, so you had to point it out to me.
Are you really?
Yeah.
3 Hondas, 4 Yamaha, a lot of KTM.
It
one
doesn't matter if there's
Husqvarna.
only one Cowie, though, if it's up on top.
I agree with you. If you're going to have one bike in the race, put that horse in the front.
Yeah. See, I couldn't put my life on it.
It's just interesting.
Colors.
Yeah. You really can't see that, huh?
No, I'm a colorblind graphic designer, bro.
Makes sense. All right. Well, that being said, best finishers in the game. Tomac is still crushing it at 2.4.
I mean, that's up there, dude. That's crazy.
impressive.
I want to go look back at some of the past champions, see if they were even close to that.
Dungy did it one year. He was under 3 for an average finish for the whole year. And
That's
then
just
Webb did it in
crazy.
2019. But that's how you win titles that's how you're up over 2 races with 3
And
to
over
go.
2.5 spots from the next guy.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy, dude.
Anderson and Barcia are tied for second.
Exactly tied for
Yeah.
finishes. Yep.
How much
Stewart-
has Barcia surprised you, though?
this has been an awesome year. Everyone always says after the first round he dies off, but not this year.
He's just stayed more consistent this year. I guess I expected him to win. We did that poll. I can't remember who I picked to win first. It was probably Webb. Webb honestly could rip off a win here in the end. He's riding better. Bike looks a little bit better.
It's all these motivated dudes that have nothing to race for, really, other than getting that bonus win.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on down. Let's start it. We're going to get Freddie on the phone here in just a moment. I guess let's start with Tomac while we're waiting for Freddie to hop on here.
That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. If his finger's getting better, someone needs to hurt that thing.
Who? Barcia?
Yeah, just take one for the team, dude. Put it down. Let someone hammer it a bit.
Oh, my gosh.
It's working.
I think Tomac wants to close it out in Denver. Yeah, he does, but it's not like, I mean, if Anderson's behind him, Tomac's going to wrap
gonna
this thing
go,
up.
yeah.
He's not going to try and plan this thing, so that would obviously did.
All right. You want to bust into the Tomac stats?
Yeah, let's start doing the Tomac stats. Freddie is hopping on right now, so we'll hear from him in just a moment. So he's a 53-point lead. All he has to do is finish ahead of Anderson this weekend. Doesn't matter where. He could get 8th. Anderson could get 9th. Tomac wins the title. Mm-hmm. Do you think it happens this weekend?
I think it has a better chance of happening than not, just based off the stats.
Okay, I like it. So he's only finished off the podium twice since round 2. That's Tomac. Last round was the first round he didn't lead laps in since round 7.
That's insane.
That is insane.
You go like 7 rounds leading
Well,
laps.
he won
dude.
5 in a row.
Yeah.
He hasn't started worse than 8th since round 1. He hasn't gone more than 3 rounds without winning this season. And finished 2nd in Foxborough in 2018. That's when Marv took him out. His average finish, we just showed it, 2.4, better than everyone else. That poll question, what does it say? Does Tomac push to beat Anderson? It's close.
Yeah.
59% say yes, 41% say no.
Well, I mean, his West Coast finish is 2.43. You don't think it can get better. Then we go to East, it's 2.1.
Wow.
So,
all right. Well, we're going to ask Freddie what his thoughts are on that.
domination.
Speaking of, this man, I bumped him in my hotel in Atlanta. Not only did he buy me an umbrella and give me a shout out on his vlog, by the way, which is radical.
He did. I'm gonna have to
He
check
goes
that.
and gets a career best in Atlanta, and then I got to drive his van back to the hotel. Freddie Noren, how you doing?
What's up, guys? I'm doing good. I just pulled over. I'm on my way home from the practice track. I've been riding at Club MX today, doing some Supercross, and so I'm sitting at a bank parking lot right now. So,
Are you in the diesel van?
I'm in the diesel van, man.
Good story. So Freddie gives me his keys, and he's like, hey, just so you know, the ignition's kind of finicky. It might take you a second. I sat there for 10 minutes having to switch hands because my right hand got tired. I was about to call him to be like, dude, I can't get this thing to go. And then I finally got it turned over. And then this man bought me dinner.
I know. I don't know how you conned him into all this stuff. What are you taking care of this thug for?
Yeah, dude, I felt bad. I mean, I paid him for the umbrella, but anyway. Hey, Freddie.
He must have been hungry, man. It was a long day at the track.
It was, dude.
Dude, anyway, so.
Yeah.
And I had to get back for the van because I really wanted it back, so.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, congratulations. You got 11th in Atlanta. That's a career best for you. Kind of tell us about that whole day. I know you were probably bummed you're not flying first class yet, but that's coming.
Yeah.
Close. Close.
Yeah, now I need to explain the first class thing here, I think, since you mentioned that. So Chris Cole, my mechanic, good friend, I kind of call him my American dad. He has made a deal with me that when I get 10th, top 10, the first time, he's going to buy me a first class ticket. So I was definitely thinking about that late in that main, that especially when Mooskin was coming, I'm like, man, that first class ticket sure would be nice. So, but I couldn't keep him behind me. So I'll take 11, which is my career best 450 main event. So I'm pretty pumped on that.
Nice.
And I guess we'll try to fly first class to Denver instead.
Heck
Like,
yeah.
what do you get? Just more space? Like a warm towel to put on your face?
Oh, dude,
Or-
flying home from Atlanta, my flight home, I had the big plane, like the 3 rows across. First room you go past, first class, it's like they've got this massive armrest, their own like 13-inch flat screen
Holy
TV,
cow, dude.
just living the dream. And then you go past that, there's like the middle section, and then you get to everyone. But my flight home, I had 2 open seats next to me.
I can't complain about that.
Wasn't that bad.
Yeah, no, that's pretty nice. But yeah, my day at Atlanta was good. Obviously, it was raining a lot, and we went and got ourselves some umbrellas that we actually did not need to use.
Never opened it.
Actually, I did use mine a little bit walking from the van to the garages or whatever. But yeah, it was a good day for me. Started out with a good qualifier, was 10th, I think, in qualifying, and then 6th in the heat race and 11 in the main. So I was pumped on that. I like these. I like the stadiums, but this is a cool little like switch up to me. I think having these bigger tracks, a little bit longer, and it's still a lot of Supercross. You got the rhythm thing. It's just laid out a little different. So it's pretty neat, but it was an awesome day. So
Okay. Yeah. Mathis has been asking a lot of people about that, about, riders. Do they like stadiums versus the speedways? Some riders say yes, some don't. I would agree that it does, like the beginning of the night show or day show, it's not as exciting. Like you're definitely not going to get the feeling you do at Anaheim 1 where the lights are out, the fireworks are going off, and you're just like, it's that vibe. But I like it from a spectator standpoint. Christian, what do you like?
I mean, do I think everyone should be there? Probably not, but I like how it changes it up.
Yeah. The monotony, I don't know how you feel, Freddie. Just when you get these like low 40-second lap times and riders just going around so many times, it just doesn't look that exciting from a viewership standpoint. But maybe for the riders, they feel different.
No, I would agree with that because we do 20 plus 1, so we don't count laps anymore. So there's a lot of laps in those short tracks. So I think, that the super short laps, that's kind of too short, I guess. And then obviously these are pretty long. But I definitely wouldn't want every race to be in a speedway like that. But it is a cool little switch up. I don't know how it is from a fan standpoint necessarily, but and you do not, I guess, get the same like experience when you're on the gate and you don't see the fans kind of like in the circle around you, like stadium. But it's pretty neat. We have 2 of these, right? So 2 out of 17 is in the speedway, so that's not too much, but it's good. I like it.
Well, hey, I want to ask you. So you're from Norway. Or is it No, Sweden.
Sweden, there we go.
They're close. Dude, they're close to each other. It's been a while since I did geography. They're close to each other. It's like the 3 fingers coming down. Sorry.
It's very close.
See, if they spoke the same language, it'd be like, it's close, but it's like different language, doesn't even count. So I just failed that test. But hey, listen. Okay.
Chase, Chance, it's all the same.
It's true.
I forgive you. All right.
I'll own it, dude. I botched that. Hey, so you grew up riding outdoors. I talked to you about this in Atlanta. You'd never raced Supercross before you actually came to America. So it was a late learning curve for you versus all these guys that you're racing against, the top dudes. They've been riding Supercross tracks probably since they were teenagers, if not younger. So what's been like the hardest part for you? Because, in outdoors, no one's going to argue you have better results in outdoors. So what's the hardest part about learning to ride a Supercross track and kind of getting to that next level of speed to hang with those, that top 5 to 10 place guys when you have that healthy field?
Yeah, it's definitely, though it's the same, it's the same sport. We're riding a dirt bike, but it's very different at the same time. Like setups on the bikes are different. For me, outdoors, you can kind of, hang it out there. You can get a little frisky here and there and be fine. Where Supercross, if you get a little frisky, you can bite you really fast. So for me, growing up in Sweden and never seeing a Supercross track until I came to America, it was difficult. It's been difficult to figure out timing and stuff like that. You have the downside a lot, everything perfect because the transitions are fast. So for me, it's just getting more time. I feel like every year that I ride Supercross, I get better, and which is maybe obvious. The more you practice, the better you get. But having a little bit of a late start, being able to have like a good off season and spending a lot of time on the track is key. And the guys in front of me, that's what they do. It's just they've been doing it for longer. So there's really no way around it, to put it that way. It's the 10,000 hour rule, I guess,
Yeah, it's true. Do you watch the top guys? So do you watch like the Tomacs and the Andersons? Do you see them riding and you see that and you say, okay, like I know what they're doing. I know what I need to work on personally. Like, do you watch those guys and try and pick up on that?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I have a gym at my house and I have a TV, so I watch the race like over and over again. I've probably watched it like 3 times already.
Yeah.
Word out there in a sense, So definitely like study what they do. And then we have a lot of fast guys at club too. Like Brayton rides with us all the time. So yeah, watching those guys, try to pick up a little bit what they do differently. So for me, like they're super intense on their bikes. They do kind of hang it out there, to put it that way, but they know how to hang it out. So trying to figure out how to race my intensity without being, go over that line, I guess. It's a fine line, but yeah, if I could start doing that a little bit more, raise my intensity like everywhere, jump through faster or get through the loops quicker and just do everything a little bit better is what I need to fix. And sounds easy, but it's obviously very hard.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because AJ Catanzaro, he was on, and I asked him the same question. I don't think on the show, but he mentioned the same thing, intensity, where he said the top guys, they never rest. So like when they land off a triple or a double coming into a bull turn, they always give it a little blip of the throttle, whereas some guys might want to just land and coast through the corner, or they're just accelerating that much earlier coming out of a corner. And he said it's, you might look at a second and a half and think, oh, he's way slower, but it's like they're just picking up like a tenth of a second at multiple parts of the track, and it's just because he just said the intensity level is just that much higher the whole time for those guys. So
yeah, how many corners and jumps do you have on a Supercross? It's quite a few, and if you can increase just a teeny tiny bit in each part of that track, on the lap, that would be a big difference. So like, and I was watching, actually this morning I did my morning warm up, and I was watching the heat races. I think it was with maybe, I don't know actually what race it was, but when Tomac was right behind Anderson, and they were coming through the sand on after that big double, and then back double, 3, and then into those whoops. Mm-hmm. And dude, they charge so hard into those whoops. I'm like, that's crazy. I definitely did not go that fast into those whoops. And so it's like small stuff like that. And obviously it's a commitment, and it's kind of scary sometimes, but it's just learning how to deal with that. So that's where I guess the 10,000 hour rule comes in play. They've done it so many times, and they felt the bike kick this way or do that so many times that they know it's more natural for them to react to that. And that's what I need to learn, I guess, get more seat time on that. But
okay. Someone asked, when did you come over to America? So we're watching it live right now. When did you come over here?
First time was 2011, but I only stayed for 6 months. So I only rode outdoors because my visa would only last 6 months. So I would go back home, and then I worked for 6 months during the winter, and then I would come back again. So I did that for 11, 12, 13, and then I've been here full time pretty much since 14.
Did you ever give thought to riding the MXGPs, or did you spend any time in that, maybe the MX2 class?
I definitely have always thought about it being cool going to doing the GPs, but I haven't had an opportunity to present itself to where I could go, I guess, to put it that way. So would still be open to want to do some GPs. It would be really cool. I did one. I've done 2 GPs. The Swedish one back in 2010, and then WW Ranch here. What year was that? 17, maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it would be pretty cool.
Did you see that Antonio Cairoli is going to line up for the first 2 nationals this year?
Yeah, I saw that this morning when I was heading to the track. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. What do you think? Yeah. So we used to see, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I want to hear your opinion on this. You got like Roxon and you and Marv. You've had Christophe Pourcel, a lot of European riders that came over to America to race Supercross. And because they said, like, if you wanted to make it on the highest stage, you had to race Supercross in America. I feel like that trend is changing a lot. We haven't seen as many of these top European guys ditch the MXGP to come race over here, just because personally, I feel like the MXGP class is getting a lot more attention. And now I feel like those guys are thinking, no, like the accolades and the recognition, the attention I'm getting over here is just as good. I don't need to go drop what I'm doing that I'm good at and go race Supercross to try and say that I've made it. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, no, that's probably a pretty valid point. I mean, those guys within the GPs are so freaking fast. And obviously we are here too, but it's just a little bit different of a focus. Here we focus on Supercross mainly, obviously outdoors too, but like a lot of the focus is put on Supercross, where the GPs are outdoors. So, yeah, no, I don't think I would argue that they might be that's probably how they might feel, in a sense, to put it that way.
Do you see any time in the future? Do you see any top Americans going over to race MXGPs? Well, now we have this World Supercross League thing talking about.
Yeah, I heard about
that to me is going to be where, say, an Eli Tomac or a Justin Brayton or a Dean Wilson are going to want to go do now to make some extra money during the year versus MXGP.
Yeah, no, you're probably right. I mean, I'm not sure if a lot of Americans would want to go, do the GPs. Well, I don't know, man. It's kind of cool. And, a lot of Americans haven't done it and I haven't done it. And it's kind of like a thing I would like to do before my career is over in a sense. So, I don't know, actually. I could see some people maybe wanting to do that.
All right. Interesting.
I got a question because I don't see a lot of Swedish dudes out here. Yeah, Villapota didn't work out too well over there, but he tried it. Respect to the man
I
for
feel
doing
like he
it.
used that tailbone injury as like you know what?
Way out.
I'm good. Like, this is not –
retirement felt a lot better maybe.
well, these guys are so good at – yeah, I don't know. It's a whole nother conversation, but I don't think – I think Villapoto – he is the reason that no other Americans are going to try and go race MXGP because of how it worked out for him. That's not something you'd be like, oh, yeah, like Villapoto did it. Oh, wait, he didn't.
So
Yeah.
how
I'm saying that there was a top guy that wanted to maybe go do it. So,
yeah. So how does the moto scene in Sweden? I don't feel like I see a lot of Swedish riders and all that. Like, did you come up in a moto family, or how did you even get into motorcycles like that?
So I have two older brothers. My dad rode for fun. So it was just a family thing, I rode Sweden with the seasons, how it is in Sweden. You ride like 6 months out of the year. You during the winters, but as far as the motocross part of it, so we rode like once a week on the weekend, just for fun. It was just a family thing, and started getting better, and went to bigger races, and then went to and did a couple races in Europe, and then got presented with an opportunity to come here. So I'm like, dude, America's awesome. Let's go there. I'd never been here, but it seemed really cool. So, and then I just never left. But
Right on.
Interesting.
All right, well, look, Freddie, so we're talking fantasy here. It's tough to make picks right now because Tomac has a 53-point lead. All he has to do is stay ahead of Anderson in this race. He's going to lock up the title 2 rounds early. So if you're in Tomac's situation right now, are you pushing? So let's say Anderson starts in 3rd, Tomac's in 7th. If you're Tomac, do you see Anderson and think, dude, I'm going to push because I want to wrap this thing up? Or do you think Tomac will play it conservative if he doesn't get the jump off the gate, or if Anderson's, 2 or 3 guys ahead of him? What do you think his mentality is going to be like?
I think he's going to race to win always. But I think if it's like that, I don't think he would be bummed if he just has a solid race, to put it that way, and just wrap it up the next round, I guess, to put it that way. I mean, that's how I would look at it. You always race to do, win or do the best you can. But at the end of the day, it's a championship, and there's 3 races left. You don't want to do anything too crazy since you do have a pretty significant lead. At least that's what I think.
Okay, fair enough. Christian, what do you think?
I still think if he starts a couple spots behind Anderson, he'll just cruise it and see what happens.
Yeah.
If there's a chance, he'll take it, but I don't think he's going to be determined.
Did you race Foxborough in 2018? Were you there?
No, I was out that year.
I saw, I went back and watched the replay today. That track was honestly probably the most beat down track that I have seen. We're talking worse than St. Louis, just insane. So I just feel like Anderson, Tomac is so precise. It's pretty amazing. He has the most aggressive style probably of anybody, but he's also so precise at the same time. You rarely see the guy make mistakes. Anderson will hang it out there, but I just feel like Anderson, especially on a track like this, is prone to, a little bit more prone to making that mistake, which we've seen. So that's why I put my money on Tomac. Tomac's been really good this year, I feel like, about being patient and letting the race come to him and just waiting for those guys in front of him to just give him an opportunity to get out there. So that's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel good about that?
Yeah, I feel pretty good about that.
Okay.
Yeah. No comments really. Yeah, it was good.
Okay. Well, look, Freddie, we know you're a busy guy. You're just driving back from the track. You probably want to go home and get freshened up. By the way, this man's wife is probably one of the nicest ladies I've ever met in my life.
That's why I've always been a fan of him, of just him. His results are secondary because this is just a good dude to me.
I asked how much I owed him for dinner, and his wife said, just give us a smile. And then Freddie said, and let me call into the show.
Dude, that's what people should be doing. You pay it forward.
He's got amazing quotes right there on his dash. You would like that. He's got cool scriptures and quotes right there on his dash.
I'm a fan of this dude.
You look at that. I have it right here. Yeah.
I read them all, dude. I was reading them. I had 10 minutes to start your van. So, yeah, I had some downtime to read those.
Dude.
Yeah.
You know, that sometimes I don't feel like I need to lock my van ever because no one would be able to start it anyway.
He's probably pretty right. Well, hey, man, we appreciate you. You're a really good guy. Thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you in Atlanta. I'm sure I'm going to see you here. We'll see you in Salt Lake here pretty soon.
I'm shopping up umbrellas to pay you back for this, man, if we see you up in Salt Lake. Well,
you paid me for the umbrella.
I paid him for the umbrella.
Oh, okay, good.
Hey, maybe in Salt Lake I can come in and we can do an in-studio one.
Oh, see, look at that.
Dude. I like
Come
that.
down, do a little vlog. We'll give you a little tour of the warehouse so you can see what's going on down here.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, I wanted to say too, everyone check out Freddie's vlog. I watched it this morning and it was awesome. I'm hoping you should test out the whole Walmart thing. See if you get recognized as an employee in your pit shirt again. That was pretty funny.
Actually, I'm like, I guess I look like an employee with my pit shirt on.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, maybe I need to go work at Walmart.
Hey, Freddie, someone asked if you had merch to sell. Do you got any merch? Are you on the merch train?
I do have some merch. I only have one t-shirt designed right now, but it's fastfreddymerch.com. Head over there and get some t-shirts, and I got stickers too, but yeah.
Well, hey,
will you? There and
I will send you money. Will you bring me one when you come to Salt Lake, please?
Yes, sir. You don't have to send me money, but I'll bring one. What's your size?
Hey, nothing's free in life. Okay, nothing's free. Size large. I got you. You don't even have to. I just send the Venmo. Like you can't change that. I'm just going to send you the money.
Yeah, you do have our number now, I guess.
Yeah, so take that. All right, Freddie. Well, hey, man, like I said, we appreciate you. We know you're a busy guy. You've got a lot going on. We're going to see you in Foxborough this weekend. So thank you for taking the time to come on to the show. It's been a pleasure. Everyone go check out this man's vlog. Shout for this guy here. And what I love to talk about, too, is the wild card this week is 13th place, but you're better than that.
Yeah.
We're not even really discussing you.
I think he's past
you're past that. You're past 13th. So you're...
Was there ever a wild card guy? Probably not.
Well, when they were like in the 14th to 16th range, like, yeah, you would come up. But now that you're getting these solid results, we're like, you know what, Freddie's just better than 13th now. Like, we don't expect that. So that just goes to show you're improving. We see it. So good luck to you, my friend, this weekend in Foxborough. We're going to be cheering for you.
Thank you. And thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yep. All right, man. We'll talk soon.
See ya.
Love that guy.
Such a good dude.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to argue that, I'm open.
All right. Hopefully you guys like that interview with Fast Freddie. Be sure to cheer that guy on. If you're going to be in Foxborough, go talk to the man. Tell him you saw him on the show and give him a shout out.
Yep.
Okay. Back to it. Jason Anderson. Where are you putting this man this weekend?
I don't know. I honestly haven't even thought about picks till we get to it, probably. But
really? Dude, I've been thinking about him all week.
I'm out.
Are you mentally just checked out because you're doing so bad? Is that?
No, not that. Because I know one big round, I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah, and you got double points.
If I was like way off all these rounds, I'd be upset. But I really got the one-off-itis, so I'm rolling with it.
The one-off-itis.
With Jason Anderson, though, he's just won his 4th race. He did win back-to-back rounds earlier this year.
Yeah.
Round 6 and 7. Look at his last 5 overall finishes, though. 1, 4, 2, 6, 21. So he's been up there. Has only started worse than 4th in 1 of the last 7 standard rounds. So if you're starting 4th or better, you're going to be in a good spot.
Here's this, though. The man has 7 podiums, has not finished in 3rd. Him and Malcolm Stewart have not finished in 3rd place yet.
It's because like Sexton and Barcia have taken a lot of 3rds.
I know. I'm just saying, put this man in 2nd or 1st. Don't put him in 3rd. Statistically, it doesn't make sense.
I agree. I've had him 1st or 2nd most of the season. I think he's going to stay there for me, too.
What about this stat? He has not had back-to-back podiums since round 7 and 8. So he's gone 6 races without back-to-back podiums.
And it was a rough go. I mean, everything was going wrong. It seemed like he kind of clicked last round. I mean, even with Tomac trying to hang with him, it was causing him to make mistakes. Like we were saying, that's not common. And Anderson didn't. I mean, I don't think I saw him bobble really at all that whole night. So.
And I did say or see on there that he's qualified 4th or better in all 4 wins. So maybe if he's qualifying
past 4th, I would take that
5th or worse. Maybe he's not feeling it as much that round.
But if he's 4th or better, probably pretty safe for your top or 2nd spot.
Okay, fair enough. Justin Barcia, the silent, just top 5. Well, he's been hovering right there. He was running up front last week and he went down. But holy crap! Look at this guy's last 5 finishes. 6, 5, 5, 2, 3. He hasn't started worse than 4th in the last 5 races.
Standard rounds.
Yeah, he's gotten a whole shot in 2 of the last 3 standard rounds. He's finished exactly where he's qualified in the last 2 races, and he's led laps in the 3 of the last 5 rounds. So, hasn't finished worse than 6 since round 4, which that surprised me the most.
That is crazy.
Like, he's been more consistent than Anderson or all these guys except for Tomac.
I mean, you usually have a bad round around 10th. He ain't even getting close to that.
Yeah.
I think I heard someone say that this is actually his best season yet.
It has to be.
It is.
Just because of his starts
points
alone.
wise. He hasn't won. Yeah, I don't know. He's only finished 1 spot away from where he qualified the last 3 races, too. So he's always...
Watch where he qualifies.
Yeah, so how do you not put this guy in your top 5?
If you think he's not going to push, and if Anderson's just on that level right now.
But here's the thing, though. So Malcolm and him, they're only separated by a couple points for 3rd place overall. And they're both like that solid 4th or 5th place pick. Those two, I feel like, third place in the championship's a big deal. When you're talking points and payout, like the bonuses that are on the line, that is a big deal. So we're giving away tickets for Denver right now. Comment in this video if you want tickets to Denver.
Who wouldn't want tickets?
Did we already do tickets to Denver?
I thought you already did.
We already did. We already did Denver tickets. The next race we're going to be doing is Salt Lake City, but we're not going to announce that or talk about that till next Monday. Okay. So Denver's already done and dusted. But,
dude, other surprising stat Barcia's led 3 more laps this season than Webb has, returning champ. And I know it hasn't been Webb's greatest season, but who would have thought Barcia would have more laps led?
See, Ajax says he's a hit or miss type of dude, but not when you're that consistent. That would just say you're a hit for 4th or 5th.
Yeah,
you're a miss for
like 3 rounds in a row earlier.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying that him and Malcolm, like those guys want 3rd. Like that's a big deal as far as payout at the end of the year. So
I would almost say Barcia's a safer pick than Stewart in the top 5, even though he didn't make it last round.
He crashed, but I don't know how Mookie's knee's going to be feeling because he kind of dropped off the pace pretty good last week. Yeah. I heard his knee was still really bugging him from the previous race, so I wouldn't be too. But like he's finished 4th and 5th 8 times this year, has 2 second-place finishes, but like I said, Malcolm has not finished 3rd yet. So you either put this man in 4th or 5th. His average finish is 5.21. It's between him and Barcia for 5th place. That's what I'm saying right now. I feel like Webb's a good 4th place pick, and then Barcia and Malcolm go with your gut on that one.
I'm going to have to see his qualifying. As of right now, I don't think I'm going to pick him.
Oh, wait, so Malcolm is 4 points behind Barcia. That's what it is for 3rd overall in the points. So don't expect those guys to back it down. They know what they're riding for right now. So all right. Marvin Muscan, someone put in here Aquatic is at the bottom of the ocean still since Marv's last race.
He'll bounce back, I'm sure. I mean, look at his last 5 overall finishes. Pretty good. 10, 1, 3, 3, 4. So last round was kind of a fluke. I mean, that was hard to see that little lip he hit. Few riders did it. Even Tomac hit it, so I don't judge him too hard on that one. And he's been getting great starts and finishes before that. So before last round, he hadn't started worse than 7th in the standard round since round 2. Both times he finished 10th or worse this season. He's taken 6th overall the following round, though.
Okay.
So I still think he's going to make top 5 this round. That was kind of a fluke last round. I'm not too down on him.
Somebody asked earlier how many points I have. I have 550. Oh, Nicholas Pruitt was right on it, dude. He found him for me. Jeez. Okay. All right. So Marv.
I think he's good.
Top 5 good?
I'm going to throw him in there, yeah.
Well, hey, he won Foxborough that year, and him and Tomac were miles ahead of everyone else.
Yeah.
Prouse, are you putting Marv in your top 5?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's He's been charging. So I
question
think
is,
it was a fluke last week a little
What's
bit.
his ceiling in your picks?
Who, Marv?
Yeah. What's the highest place you're going to put him?
It's like he's
Third.
either winning or not in my top 5.
So you're going to either pick him first or not at all?
He's had so many weird things go on. I just it's
I
like,
would say third. It's about the highest. I'm going to pick him no matter what.
well, you need someone to find that third place spot because Malcolm and Anderson don't finish there.
Well, look at that. He's had it 2 of the last 5 rounds and a bunch of times this season. So I'm saying third is his ceiling. I don't know where you guys are thinking.
Yeah, maybe Sexton will burn. I have Sexton in third right now. He's probably going to burn me. He'll be in third in the last lap and then fall over.
How many points do I have? Not a lot.
What are you?
I'm waiting for that double points round to cash in. I'm at 475.
No comment, he says.
I'm at 475.
Ooh.
I think my wife's beating me by like 200 points. I'm so sick of it.
That's okay, Christian. You're beating me as well. I'm at 470. So
okay.
all of us that are really close to the points here at Rocky Mountain, like doing this show, we're all doing not great.
Ooh,
So,
Sexton
It's
inherited
been a
the
rough
Cole
year,
Seeley
dude.
demon. Marv will only be in the top 5 if I don't pick him, says Wendy.
That's a fact. That's science. So you can't argue that.
Are your feelings science now? Is that your feelings facts?
I'm just saying.
All right. Nice job, Taylor. That's 625. All right. Chase Sexton, last 5 overall finishes. Pretty good. 3, 2, 4, DNF, 3.
Dude, so him and Marvin have had 4 of the last 5 third places.
That's all I'm saying. So pick one of those 2 to be in third place. My guy is going to be Sexton just because his starts have been dialed. Like
Man,
he is crushing
he
it.
really should have had a win.
I know.
I don't
Couple.
think anyone's more mad about it than him. You interview him after that, and he looks like he's about to kill somebody.
Yeah,
so
he was a
could
lot
come back
happier after
fired
this
up.
one. He said he rode the best he's ridden all year.
Yeah, but he wanted that win.
Oh, I don't doubt it, dude. That's a paycheck he didn't get. All right. Has led laps in the last 2 rounds, 4 out of the 7 East Coast rounds this year. He's led laps, but he didn't win any of them.
That's crazy to
That's
me.
no bueno.
No.
All right. He's only started second 3 times or 6 twice in the last 5 rounds. So he's starting incredible.
Yeah, 2nd or 6th every round. So
Okay. Has 5 hole shots. He leads.
I think he's tied with Tomac for the most hole
Tomac
shots.
has 5 hole shots.
So he's getting good starts more times than not.
I would have
really.
bet you a lot of money that Tomac was not going to be the whole shot leader at the end of the year.
No.
Or tied at close to the end of the year. All right. So is Sexton in your top 3?
I think he's in my top 5 somewhere.
Okay.
Man, I'm even feeling him for maybe a 1st or 2nd. I don't know.
I thought about putting him in first, but dude, he's just burned me.
Yeah, you're
And I
getting
don't
personal, bro.
It is,
You
dude.
can't get personal.
Well, hey, throughout the season, you start to recognize patterns. And there is a
It's
pattern with
true.
Chase Sexton that he's only closed the deal 1 time, and he's led laps in a lot of races.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. Cooper Webb. Who's got this man in the top 5? Muscan, 0%. I think Marv goes hard this weekend. Can't trust Sexton. Ooh, Sexton trade. Okay, Marv,
A lot
Webb.
of love for Sexton.
A lot of love for that man. Okay, last 5 overall finishes, 4, 6, 5, 20, and 2. Last 5 standard round starts, kind of all over the place. 4, 14th, and 8th, 5th, whole shot. Led laps in 3 of the last East Coast rounds, though. Has finished twice and 3rd in 2 of those, but no wins. Does Cooper Webb win one of the last 3?
I don't think he wins this one. I have to see what he does
Yeah,
before I
okay.
pick him Denver or Salt Lake.
He has 2 whole shots on the East. What's up, Josh?
do you guys know when the last time we had 6 winners in a season?
Never. I don't remember.
No.
This year we've had, 5?
Yeah, we've had 5 so far, which has been pretty high.
Isn't it crazy, hashtag deep field, that every year we talk about this and you just think anybody in the top 10 could win?
I saw it on Racer X. They
And
did a stat thing about how many different winners you have, and it's almost always 5.
Almost all,
Almost always.
6 sounds like, I don't remember last time we had 6, but it always just comes down to 4 or 5 dudes that show up to win. Okay, crazy. All right, Webb. Where do I have him? Let me see here.
There you go. Yep.
I've got Cooper Webb in 4th.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at his on average this season in standard rounds. He's finishing about 1.5 spots ahead of where he qualifies.
Look, I know you have Brayton up here for a spoiler. Here's why I don't think he's a good pick.
Hold on.
Even though
one
results,
last thing on Webb, though.
what?
His qualifying is usually bad, so I don't want people to get too off on that. But his average finish on the heats on the East is 2.4. So even if he is qualifying bad, the man's going to be 2nd or 3rd in a heat. He's getting good gate picks. That's
Okay.
why he gets decent picks, even though he has bad qualifying.
Moto Splash 22, Roxon is not coming back for Supercross. He's riding a dirt bike, getting ready for outdoors, I guess.
Saw that.
I know, Krista, I did eat the dirt. And it told me Sexton was going to win. It didn't tell me he was going to crash.
He's eating the wrong part of the track.
Yeah,
dude.
I should have gone to
right
that
track.
corner.
Yeah.
All right. Justin Brayton. So, and the Foxborough race that we just watched, that highlight, you notice who they were lapping? They were lapping Justin Brayton. This track is going to get rough and gnarly, and this man has already admitted that he is not going to push that hard if he's in the back of the pack or if the track is sketchy.
Well, in his defense, he was in 8th place while he was getting lapped. So he wasn't doing horrible.
How do you know that?
That's right there, bro. I dug it up this morning.
Wow, you are
in 2018.
Okay.
I know you're not high up on the
I
Brayton,
am high on the Brayton, dude. It's Braytona.
Look at this last 5, dude.
What?
7, 6, 5, 16, 8.
I'm just saying this track's going to get pretty gnarly. That's all I'm saying. Hey,
But if anything crazy happens, you know he's going to be there to capitalize. Thing.
He's got to start 7th or better to have a good chance at making the top 5 is what you put. What's his average start this year?
It's not good on the year.
It's 9.47.
See that?
I mean, it's not bad, but
he's
been doing really good.
I feel like he's been known for a good starter. This year's not been good. His average finish on the East is about 5 spots better than on the West Coast.
Beginning better
Okay.
lately. Has finished 1 to 2 spots better than where he's qualified in the last 2 rounds, and has started 7th in 4 of the last 5 main event gate drops, and then started 6th in the other one.
Okay.
So he's starting in 7th, like every round, every main and a Triple Crown. Everywhere you go, the man's going to start in 7th.
All right.
So there's chaos. He could capitalize. All
I agree.
I'm saying.
All I'm saying, bro, is my allergies are just going off right now.
That Allegra.
All right. Wild card watch. Benny Bloss. He's gone 13 and 15th in the 2 rounds that he's been back. So wild card is 13th this week.
Mm-hmm.
So he did go the LCQ last round. He got 2nd in that.
He's coming back strong, dude, for missing the whole season. He's only been to 2 rounds. Already in the 13th, 15th range. He finished 13th in the last 2 main event gate drops. Also finished 14th in the first main in St. Louis, too. So he's always around there since he's been back.
True.
I don't think he's a bad pick. Then we got Ryan Brees, who was doing a lot better, but for some reason kind of fading back a little bit.
Oh, don't say that.
Kinda
You
fading
know
back.
who's going to be coming for you.
I mean, I don't like it, but, his last 5 overall finishes, 14, 14, 13, 10, and 11. Has started 10th 1 time and 9th 2 times in the last 3 standard rounds. So he's starting around 9th or 10th, but for some reason fading back. I wonder if he has like a lingering injury or something going on.
I don't know. Where's our inside scoop?
We need the inside scoop on that. And then qualified 12th and 24th in both of the rounds he's finished 14th in. So qualifying isn't as big with him. He could be qualifying 24th, still take 14th. You don't know. Hasn't been to an LCQ since round 10, so he's a shoe-in to the main event pretty much. And East Coast averages overall. Qualifying 19.7, his average start 15.1, finish 14.3. So pretty close.
Pestana saying talk to Amart.
Amar's next. I got stats
says
on
Manuel
him.
Amart for for sure. I talked to him, guys. It's over. But Amart's like a better pick than. So
I don't know.
Yeah,
look at his last 5 overall, dude. Amart's sitting at 12th last round, which is 450 career best.
Okay.
Then a 21, 14, 20, 13 before that. So had a little rough patch.
But had those 2 rough races. But before that, a 12, a 14, a 13. So he's right there.
He's right there. Just a bit risky because he's been crashing, a lot more than anyone would like.
Dixie Dukes got Clayson. He's not a bad shot.
Dixie Dukes.
Hey, but look, here's one rider. Oh, Taylor Shields. I was just about to say Justin Starling. This might be a rider that he doesn't get talked about too much. It's kind of like you forget he's out there sometimes.
We need to get him to call in. I'd like to
But Starling
learn what's going on with him.
Starling is solid. Look at
He's
this.
Scooty Puffs, boy.
Is he?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They partied hard after Salt Lake last year.
His last 5 overall finishes are 15, 13, 12, 11, 12.
He's
Just
right
saying.
around there, yeah.
Yeah, he's right around there. Average overall finish, 12.6 over the last 5 rounds. He's been finishing very close to where he's qualified on the East, exactly where he qualifies or 1 spot off in 5 of the 7 rounds.
So if he's around 13th, probably a good pick.
Okay, average finish on the East Coast Heat is 8.2, so he's getting right in through there. Hasn't been in LCQ since round 7, and he started 14th or better in 3 standard round mains.
In the last 3.
I have Starling right now as my wild card in 13th.
I didn't. and I'm the one who wrote those stats, and I just sold myself because of Starling.
I sold you on how hard I just crammed those down your throat, your own stats.
I'm going with Starling. That just sold me.
Has anyone seen Aquatic today?
Yeah, he's been commenting.
Aquatic, you out there? All right. People are asking about him. Wondering
watching some Marvin highlights over
after
there.
they went and found that glove.
Would be a cool glove. I'm just saying, Supercross Hall of Fame, that grip needs to be there, dude.
Taylor can be. Why?
Just look at the grip that Tomac dropped on Marvin.
Oh, I know. Tomac should have put that in a mantle
Auction
somewhere.
that off, dude.
Oh my gosh. Chris McIntyre says his brain's starting to mush with these wild card picks. Hey,
it's tough, but that's why it's fun. Because
right.
not everyone's picking the same rider. That's what I like.
Okay.
It really is a good spread on it. So.
What up, Jackson Fox? He just joined us. All right. Okay, Freddie Noren, last guy here. Last 4 races, career best 11th, 12th, 17th, and a 14th. Man, Freddie's I'm rooting for Freddie to do better and get that top 10.
We all are.
But he is a good pick for 13th. Hasn't been to the LCQ in the last 4 rounds, though, so he's getting right in. And his last 5 starts, including Triple Crowns, check this out, 11, 14, 9, 12, 12.
I'm going to not pick him just to not jinx him.
Okay.
Around that point.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can't pick him because you just told him that he's better than
I'm leaving Starling there.
The man could qualify 13th. I am not picking Freddie Noren, just as a rule.
I'm leaving Starling in unless something happens to him. That is my pick.
Yeah, I think it's either going to be Starling, Brees, maybe Martin. I mean, I don't think Martin's too crazy of a pick there either, honestly.
No, so Ruby Xfinity, I think the Tomac's grip was just barely hanging on, and he just ripped it off when he got there.
Just to show him what he did.
Barely hanging on by a little bit of glue. But if you can just rip your grip off, it's gone.
I just think it's funny that he did that.
Well, look at Marv dragged his bike after he landed on it.
I will say this. I think it's impressive that Tomac didn't throw the grip at him. That's what they said. He probably would have gotten
a fine.
Yeah, or something if he threw it, but he just drops it.
It's like a mic drop, but like a grip drop instead. You don't even need to say anything. Just pull up and drop it.
How uncomfortable did Marvin feel in that exact moment, knowing that in about 3 minutes he had to go up and be on the podium with him?
I just remember that interview. Yeah, Tomac's just over there like this the whole time.
The best part is
so
when they're up on the box. I was watching behind the scenes, and Marv just looks at Tomac. He's like, "That was gnarly, huh?" And Tomac's like, "Yeah, you cleaned me out." Marv just didn't know what to do or say.
I definitely don't think it was intentional, but
the awkwardness.
I'm just listening to this over here. I'm chilling.
Exactly. Just apologize. Move on.
I felt awkward. I know. Just say, "Hey, man,
it was
that was really aggressive. That was a bad move on my part. I'm sorry for taking you out."
When you start bringing up Josh Grant years before, people are going to get Vegas. Worked up.
And then you remember in the press conference, he starts. Or no, it was another race. And they were talking about, they brought that whole takeout up again. Osborne's on the box, and he's in there. And he brings up Osborne taking out Savachi. And Osborne, you could tell, was just dude, why are you throwing me in this dogfight? Leave me out of this. Marv was just deflecting everything out of there, dude.
Just own it and move on, dude.
Anyway, it was funny, dude.
We need that grip, dude, just on a display. I think that's a piece of Supercross history.
Whoa. Mikel Provo says he got Tomac's pants from the Salt Lake City race that year. How'd you get him?
That's pretty sweet. Is he handing it out in the pits afterwards or throwing them out there?
Dude, don't sell those things.
And my wife got her shirt signed by Dungy up there 10 years ago.
Wait, it's a double points race this weekend?
Not this round. It's going to be the last round.
It's last round, not this round. He says last round. Okay.
Salt Lake City's.
Wild card, Brees is taking the top spot right now in 13th.
I don't like it, but man, the stats are really.
But other is 30%. I have a feeling a lot of those others are Starling people.
Probably.
They probably.
I mean, if it's not those 4, I don't know who you're going for. Oh. Benny, maybe. Oh yeah, Benny's in there.
We didn't get Starling or Noren in there, so that's the other.
Man, we got a group of about 5 dudes. It's most likely.
Brian Thomas says he would have picked Starling, but you guys are always wrong. I picked Heartraft last weekend.
I got a wild card 2 rounds ago.
Stats backed up Heartraft, and I left him in there, and I got it right. So I'm gonna take that comment and just say, not today.
Fun fact about Heartraft. It's been a rough year for a lot of the riders.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 6 riders have been in every main event this year. Of course, the top dudes, Tomac, Anderson, Barcia, Muscan, Stewart, and then guess who?
Brandon Hartraft. Drago.
Yep.
You know,
one of the 6 riders to make every main. You gotta give that man props.
You know what's crazy?
That's pretty big.
There's only 6 guys so far have made it to every round.
Yeah.
Tomac has only missed 1 race in 7 years of racing.
Yeah, and then they said even Webb, when he missed that round, was the first time in like 60 rounds or something like that. So.
I'm just saying, it's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy.
All right.
So props to him.
Well, that being said, lock him in, Christian, or you want me to go first? Do you even have your picks made?
I haven't made them. I got the screen up, though.
I'll do mine right now. Tomac, Anderson, Sexton, Webb, Barcia, wild card. I'm going to go Starling. Man, I don't have Mookie Fever in there, but I just think Barcia's going to win that battle for some reason. His starts have been really good, and he's riding good. And maybe Mookie's knee is still a little banged up.
Maybe. All right. I'm going Sexton, Anderson, Eli, Cooper again in 4th, and then Marvin. So I know we're high up on Barcia and all that.
After what Sexton has done to us so many times, you're gonna jump back on that train.
Yeah, he really did look good last round, dude. And one little mistake.
He looked good when he was leading and crashed on the last lap. He looked good at A1. He looked good last week. Stats don't lie. Okay.
I know. I'm gonna go Brees actually as of right now.
Oh, I hope Sexton wins because I like the guy.
Yeah, we want Sexton.
Thank you, Jackson. Okay. All right, well, that being said, let's talk about why you want to be played. Remember, RMFantasySX.com. Keep those memes rolling in. Go to the Discord. The link to the description is down below. And remember, we're not doing any ticket giveaways right for today's show. That'll be on Monday's show, so save that comment for later.
You got suntan, baby.
That's right.
Dude, the Discord's been going off. Dude, a lot of people in there discussing picks, a lot of stats. Dr. JB's always hooking it up.
Got a lot of people chiming in today, too.
Join up in there and join the community, dude.
Grand prizes. Here's what's up for grabs. What is the points gap right now?
Dude, it's close. Top 2 are tied.
Get out of here.
Top 2 are tied.
821 points.
Yep, and then third place 3 points
3 back.
So,
jeez. What's the gap between 1st and 10th? 788. Pretty good gap there. About a little less than 40 points.
That's like less than 2 picks on average on the season.
I know.
So it's a tight race. Moto Wife is who I'm betting is going to end up winning.
Who?
Moto Wife 731.
Where's she? Where's she?
12th place overall right now.
Why do you say, just because it's a wife?
Just because it's a wife.
Okay, I like it. All right, well, let's talk about prizes here. If you haven't played before, if this is your first year, maybe you're just catching the show for the first time, here's what is up for grabs. Grand prizes, we have 10 of them at the end of the year. So 1st and 2nd place, who are tied right now, they're either choosing between if it stayed this way. Oh, by the way, just in case anyone wants to know, if it's a tie at the end of the year, how is that determined?
It's a cumulative of all your timestamps on all your picks. So whoever has the shortest timestamp.
Not just the last race, but the whole year.
Yeah, it accumulates it from the whole year.
Interesting. So. Okay. First place, grand prize, KTM 450 SXF Factory Edition. Second place, you get a Race Prep KTM 250 SX. Dunlop MX33 tires for a year. 4th place, $3,000 to spend right here at Rocky Mountain. 5th place, Alpine Stars Gear and Casual Spending Spree. 6th place, Motion Pro Tools Prize Pack. 7th, Fly Racing Gear Package. 8th, Stasic Stability Cycle and Accessories. 9th, Milestone Video Game Supercross 3 the game with a 4K TV and console. And 10th, you get an Oakley Spending Spree. And please, everybody, if you're watching this, you see these brands for grand prizes, the weekly prizes. They are the brands that allow us to do fantasy. So help them out.
They help a lot. Yeah, they support it.
And check these brands out on our website. So buy some of the gear from these companies, helmets, all the stuff that they're selling. Support the companies that allow you guys to play fantasy.
We give a ton of prizes thanks to them and Rocky Mountain too.
Oh, insane.
And, dude, look at Mikkel, though. Puts, I'm beating my husband, and then retracts it. And then puts, I'm beating my husband in points. We knew what you were talking about. We ain't about to call like a domestic thing.
Gregory says he's getting lapped.
Yeah,
hey,
I'm about there too.
Are you about to get black flagged?
Yeah, I'm
the
about
2-lap rule?
Dude, my wife, man. She's good.
Oh, my gosh. All right.
All right, what do we got for weeklies, dude? Huge prizes up for grab this week for the top scorers. Like I said, get your picks in now so you don't have to adjust them if you don't want to. But top scorer this round is going to get a 6D ATR 1 helmet.
Ooh.
Second place, MSR gear set, jersey, pants, gloves, and helmet. Third place, 7 gear and casual spending spree. Fourth place, a Bridgestone Battlecross tire set. Then a FXR Clutch Pro combo gear set, a Chirby's $250 spending spree, LS2 Subverter Evo helmet, Torque 1 Attack oversized handlebars, grips, levers, oh my, Motul Slacker digital suspension tuner with remote and case. Everyone
Did you
needs
say,
one of them.
oh my?
Oh yeah, dude.
For
that's
what?
That's a large package in there, dude. Fly,
Like in the middle of it, it's like
that's a prize pack if I've ever seen, dude.
What is this? Freaking what's
Torque
the
1, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Fly
Sorry.
Racing protection package, roost guard, and light knee guards. Can't be mad about that. And then, of course, $10 Rocky Mountain gift cards. If you're winning one of these prizes, you know somebody who's won a prize, send us the pictures in on social media, the Discord, email our support, whatever you got to do. We want to see you with these prizes. So
Yeah, Ajax is in the chat. He said he got his gift card.
Oh boy. Nice, Ajax. Good work, dude.
Or you go the other route that people do where they tell their wives they won and then they just order whatever they want.
Oh yeah, that's
I've heard of that strategy too.
really. Oh my.
Someone brought it up last round.
Oh my.
Oh my.
What is the Wizard of Oz?
We ain't in Kansas no more.
How did you think we thought of the same movie? All right. Well, look, everybody, we appreciate you for tuning in today. Again, big shout out to Fast Freddie Noren who called in. Go follow his vlog. Go buy some of that merch he was talking about. Get yourself a T-shirt. Hey, send us your T-shirt pictures too if you get one. Hey, DM us on the fantasy page or the Rocky Mountain page. You know, show Freddie you guys are supporting him.
Yeah.
But Christian, anything else we need to talk about today? Day race. Don't forget.
Day race. Put those picks in now.
Link to the Discord is down below. Now that Gunny has got his jersey, you know, that Forrest Gump, which I'm going to say meme of the year, but it's done and dusted, so we need to have a new King meme up there.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Hey, thanks for tuning in. We had a great time today, and we will see you guys on Monday. Enjoy the racing this weekend.